Hello Scorpio, welcome to your weekly reading. This is for the week beginning July 20th, 2026 for Scorpio Sun and Scorpio Rising. My Moon and Venus signs are also very welcome here. Scorpio, I want to thank you for your likes, your shares, your subscribes and your comments. Please do keep them coming. It really is a great way to support my channel, helps keep it coming and helps keep these readings coming for you, Scorpio. So if you like these readings, please do interact with the channel in any way you see fit. It's a great way to support me and my work. So let's have a look here, Scorpio. I'm going to pop down these cards and let's talk about what's coming up for you for the week beginning July 20th, 2026, Scorpio. Alright, let's take a look here, guys. Pull out some general energies for you first and foremost. So let's see. General energy here for Scorpio, please, Spirit. Okay, we have belonging. Alright. Where is it that you feel you most belong here, Scorpio? Some of you are searching. Some of you already feel that energy of belonging. Some of you just feel you're going to get some sort of sense of deja vu, that you've been somewhere before. Even if you haven't, it may even feel like, wow, you know what? This feels really good. It feels like I could live here. Self-esteem. Well, living in a place of stable self-esteem will help you. So anything anything that you feel drawn to at this time, Scorpio, that comes from a place of brings you a sense of stability, brings you a sense of peace, harmony within yourself, and something that's very good for your soul. It's like healing a part of you that feels different or feels like you've been cast out, or that feels separate. It's an inclusive energy. So let's see where all of this is going for Scorpio at this time. 10 of Pentacles, brilliant. You know, this is feeling, it's like it could be a homecoming for some of you, being around family who accept you exactly for who you are, Scorpio. In the past, we've got the Page of Swords in reverse, so there may have been some mixed messages, possibly from this family. Let's see. The Two of Swords and the Hierophant in reverse. Yeah, I am getting a blockage when it comes to communication. Let's see. I want to talk a little bit more about belonging, because that's the underlying energy. It is card number 1, so it feels like a search possibly for a long time, Scorpio, feeling like you don't belong. There's a yearning here with this card, yearning for that sense of where you belong, never quite finding it. You could be traveling far and wide here, Scorpio, possibly from your home of origin, seeking people with who you feel like-minded. For some of you, you've traveled quite long distances here, and you're the sort of person that can find friends. You can find people that you vibe with that aren't your family of origin, fellow travelers, people that are also searching like you, Scorpio, seeking people just like you. You know, it's like on one side you're seeking and then meeting other people that are seeking as well. But with that 10 of Pentacles, this is knowing with a sense of ease what is home, where you feel welcome. So here she is upon her rock, wondering if she'll ever find that. Yes. And seeing a like-minded soul. So some of you Scorpios have found a like-minded soul who is also searching. So in recognizing that, she knows she's not alone. There's solace there, there's comfort. And suddenly there's a feeling here of not feeling quite so alone. Sorry about that. I just had to stop there while someone was making some loud noise in the room next door. So, Scorpio, there's a feeling here of being out in the world, searching. And, you're not completely alone. There's other seekers out there just like you. And it feels like you have been feeling a little bit it feels like wanting to be recognized. It feels like something that you want to feel seen. It's a recognition, soul meeting soul. And it may be that you haven't felt that just yet, Scorpio, that you haven't yet found that soul recognition. You've been searching for something that's deeper, a deeper bond, a stronger bond, a home that's built about a strong foundation. It's very healing for you. And I think that if you look around, you'll realize that there's so many people that are looking for the same thing. You're definitely not alone here. So dive deep within, find that sacred home within yourself while you're seeking. Doing this will make sure that you feel at home wherever you are. Yeah, the Empress energy and the Two of Wands. Because I don't feel you're searching for a place as per se. I think you're deeply searching for a place of feeling that you belong in your own skin, that you're deeply connected to the world, the earth around you, that you can be far from your family of origin and still feel very much at home. Not everyone is meant to have the relationship. For some of you have not had children, or you have children that are grown now doing their own thing. It feels like you're planning or you're living a life that is more unconventional. It's not the conventional way of how your parents lived or how your grandparents lived. And you're more of a seeker here. Yeah? And for a lot of you, you've really grown in terms of yourself, your stature, your self-esteem, by recognizing that, different strokes for different folks. So you don't have to be the same as everybody else here. Yeah, whenever you find yourself or wherever you find yourself, you'll always have that place of belonging. Scorpio, with that Empress card. Magician, yes, I love that. The Eight of Cups in reverse, and for some of you, you're coming back to a place of feeling, being happy wherever you find yourself at this point in time. You're managing to be happy. We've got the Three of Swords there is what's hidden. Let's see, I'm going to get a card from this deck here. You tend to be someone who does hide your pain, Scorpio. You have felt a little bit ostracized or alone at times in your life, and you've been searching for that sense of belonging. For some of you, you have been someone who lost family at a very young age, and if that's the case, guys, sending you out positive energy for healing in that case. For others of you, you may be divorced. For others of you still, you may have been brought up in the system where you felt like perhaps even the families that you've grown up with, you didn't really fit or didn't really feel like you belonged. You may have been an orphan or someone who was adopted quite young. The turquoise energy. Now, the turquoise is an interesting stone. Happens to be one of my birthstones. So turquoise is, am I wearing, yes, I'm wearing turquoise, guys. There we go. Turquoise, well, when it comes to turquoise, it brings about true riches. And with that 10 of Pentacles, yeah, I see that. It's a copper-based stone that attracts good fortune. Turquoise is a protective amulet as well. And it linked earth and sky. So with this, it's a medium energy. It is about attuning to inner riches. So even if we feel ourselves adrift at this point without home or being far from home, we can still find richness there. And your pathway seems to be one of self-realization, realizing that you can be happy wherever you are here, Scorpio. So the qualities that you cultivate now with that Magician card will drive your evolution forward. So draw on what you've experienced through life. Don't deny that or ignore it, because it's giving you a powerful strength with that Empress energy, releasing things that no longer serve you. For some of you, you made a vow to not do something, but now you could be thinking or rethinking that vow, which is interesting. I do get there is, for some of you, you vowed to do this alone. You could be rethinking that at this present time. You could be rethinking traveling alone or being alone. You could be moving in with someone at this time or moving back in with family. For others of you, you could be traveling with some good friends. Yeah. I would say when it comes to this Three of Swords, the Two of Swords, avoid anything that is going to negatively affect your health at this time. Avoid anything that's going to pollute your body or pollute your thoughts. This feels very much like clearing polluted energy. Some of you are moving away from polluted environments, like some sort of city that feels very, I don't know, the air at this present time feels like it could be dangerous to health. That won't be for everyone, of course. Fortune favors you at this time. You're meant to navigate your way forward with confidence. But if anything does come up that feels like it's polluting your energy, get rid of it. Move away from it. Release, don't stay in that energy. Okay? Yeah. Interesting. All right. For a lot of my Scorpios, you hold a lot in with that Three of Swords, Two of Swords. It feels like that which cannot be spoken about. Like you'll have conversation with people, but there'll be a couple of three things that you just won't talk about, and that's okay. You don't have to. All right. Let's see. I'm going to get a card from this deck for Scorpio for the week beginning July 20th, guys. Intelligence, the Havana Brown. Well, you are an intelligent person. So I think with this, it's when you can navigate your way forward with intelligence and trusting your intelligence to navigate your way forward, to make positive choices. As long as you're seeing the path ahead very clearly, not doing things because it's expected of you. Don't be afraid to go against tradition. You can be someone who is quite rebellious. You like to forge your own path. Yeah, definitely. The Havana Brown, what a beautiful cat that is. Draw upon your knowledge, your wisdom, to formulate a plan. There's a feeling here of having learned much. I mean, because of your unique circumstances, how you've gone through life, you've learned a lot. And you've learned a lot more than some people who've been in family dynamics or in relationships for a very long time, you know? And you've been learning as you go. What do you do with that information, with that intelligence, with that information that you've gathered? It's something that you need to work with now. I think that you're a very nuanced person. You know, you're sensible, but you're also very nuanced. You know, there's a lot of depth to you, Scorpio. And this Havana Brown was born clever, as you were, and of course has gleaned a lot of intellect with each passing year. Oh yeah. There's maturity here with that Empress card. You can be someone who can navigate the dangers of life quite well. You're a wily cat. You listen to your instincts, your intuition. When you see something as dangerous, you know where you don't belong. It could be a place that I'm picking up here. You know, if you get that vibe of, you know, I just don't belong here, get out, guys. Conversely, if you feel like you belong, you know, stay. You'll know which is when to act. Yeah. So there's this woman here sitting on this cat's head, and this is a symbol of confidence. When we talk about self-esteem, if someone around you is making or draining your self-esteem at this time, Scorpio, know that is something to get away from, because you're meant to stay confident in your mastery. You know, you may not know everything, but you do know quite a bit, and you're wise enough to know that you still have a lot of learning and growing to do with that Empress card. So yeah, I think that you've drawn on a past legacy of family and family dynamics to know when what you do and what you don't want. This is a no-nonsense approach. You're certainly not someone who can easily be charmed or cajoled here. You know, you don't believe tall tales. You can know when something is exaggerated, manipulated, or if someone is lying to you. So, you know, if someone is trying to pull the wool over your eyes at this time, make sure that you're open and aware to the signs of danger there. It may be a time to question or to dive a little bit deeper here, Scorpio. Be critical, be skeptical of anything that just doesn't feel like, doesn't give you that sense of it doesn't belong here, that thing that just doesn't belong. And then utilize the full force of your intelligence, and you'll know how to respond in that instant. Okay, let's see. I'm going to get some more cards for Scorpio here, please, Spirit, for the week beginning July 20th. Yeah, keep your head on straight, keep your eyes open, and you'll be just fine. Yeah, there's a manifestation energy with that Magician card there. We have the manifestation. Now, the feeling around this, what does it say? It says yeah, can't read that, guys. Sorry about that. I'm going to read it off the book, so bear with me for a moment. Okay, make a wish or cast a spell. Your magic works so very well. Be sure to keep the threefold law. Gifts will abound all the more. This magic is worked with harm to none, so mote it be, there it is done. So it looks like whatever you want here, you can create. That Ten of Pentacles tells me that if you want to manifest a legacy, if you want to manifest long-term security, if you want to manifest something financial at this time, looks like you have the Midas touch. But make sure that you have clarity. Yeah. Make sure that you have clarity about this. It's like trust, but verify. Don't have the wool pulled over your eyes when it comes to anything financial at this time. But you know what? With that Magician card, your manifestation abilities are heightened right now. So anything that you put your focus on, you can bring about what it is that you desire. So there's no reason to question yourself. Have confidence in your ability to make important decisions, and trust your own instincts and your own knowledge and wisdom over others, especially if someone around you could be giving you some bad financial advice at this time, guys. Yeah. Make sure everything's on the up and up, that it's not shady. Yeah, everything needs to be transparent here. Definitely. Everything needs to be transparent, laid bare. So seek out, if you lack information about an opportunity around you at this time, or a job or something that do I belong here or do I not belong here? Make sure that you gather the information that you need. Don't be afraid to, if you feel like something just doesn't feel quite right, that you gather more information. That's the key to making a positive choice, a positive decision here, Scorpio. Let's see, any other messages here, please, for Scorpio for the week beginning July 20th. Transforming anger. Okay. Yeah. You know what, Scorpio, you can tend to hold on to a lot of anger. And yes, absolutely. You know that. I don't need to tell you that, Scorpio. But anger isn't going to help you in this case. Anger isn't going to help you. So knowing that, and I think you've gathered information over the course of your lifetime that anger never helps. So if you go back to a situation that makes you angry, that's kind of on you, Scorpio. If you are going back to something here, the anger needs to be transformed. There needs to that anger cannot stay. It cannot linger in your heart. Okay. Let's get some cards from this deck, and then I'm going to pull some tea leaves for Scorpio. Flow. Glory of the universe flows through you. And awakening. Yes. Make sure that you're awake and aware of what's going around you. It's like a tide is turning. It's like knowing when something, it starts off good, but then it starts to turn. And realizing that. And being able to recognize when something is turning. Like something that started with giving you high self-esteem and then starts to turn in the negative. That's again how you'll know when something doesn't belong there. Yeah? Let's see. Let's get some tea leaves for Scorpio for the week beginning July 20th, please, for Scorpio. We have the Cup, accepting valid criticism. Yeah. Control your anger. Yes. Especially if there's some sort of frying pan energy, anger, Scorpio. Some of you, it could be around news. Protecting yourself from negative forces. And we also have an announcement. Whatever this is, this message, something that could be causing you to become angry, and someone working against you behind your back. Oh gosh, Scorpio, whoever that is, I feel it's that energy that I was picking up of something that doesn't belong. Something that does not belong. Something doesn't quite fit here. Something doesn't quite fit. Use your instincts, your intelligence to make sure that you cut that off before it causes any kind of issue here. Once that anger gets riled up here, Scorpio, it may be very difficult to walk back. So make sure that you react without that high fire intensity here, and instead cooler heads prevail. Okay, cooler heads will lead you to safety. All right, I'm going to leave it there for you, Scorpio. Wish you all the very best. If you'd like a personal reading, you can reach out to me. My links are down below, or you can Google me, Gypsy Insights at gmail.com. Just a couple of spots available, so if you'd like that, please do check me out. I thank you for your likes, your shares, your subscribes, and your comments. Please do keep them coming, Scorpio, and bye for now.